An inside-out curveball is a very vicious and insidious pitch. Normal curveballs look like they're about to cross the plate, but then at the last minute they curve away from the batter. Inside curveballs are the opposite. They look like they're about to go on the slight inside of the plate, but then they curve towards the batter. They are very rare because they are very vicious and nearly always end up with a bench-clearing brawl that gets most of the players ejected. There's a very simple test to tell if somebody is a sociopath or not. It involves hooking them up to something like a lie detector and then measuring their physiological responses while they read a string of words. Some words are normal and don't normally elicit a strong physiological response. Some words are not normal and will elicit a strong physiological response in normal people. Puppy, ice cream, umbrella, cunt, koala, child torture, banana, anal rape. A sociopath will read all of those words with the exact same non-emotional response. There are two basic variables that will determine the kind of person a sociopath will be, the kind of life they'll lead, the kind of profession they will choose, the kind of success they will be able to enjoy. The best thing about being a marketing specialist is you don't need to know anything about psychology. In fact, psychology only makes things more confusing. There are some relationships found in marketing statistics that don't make any sense. And if you try to understand them with psychology, they will make things even more confusing. For example, cat people tend to like a certain brand of salsa, while dog people tend to like another brand of salsa. There's a very powerful hypnotic technique that is based on a surface-level correlation of conversational noun phrases and their attributes to deep, unmet, subconscious sexual desires. And just like in marketing, if you try to explain the correlation, it will only make it much more confusing. But if you just understand the data, it will become extremely powerful. It requires that you first calibrate your target, but this is very, very easy. You just ask a bunch of innocuous-sounding questions. Once calibrated, you only need to tell a story about something that happened to you recently. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Based on the correct use of noun phrases and their attributes in your story, it will create an enormous amount of sexual desire. If you are a male and they are a female, or if you are a female and they are a male, your target will feel an incredible amount of sexual attraction to you on a subconscious level and will do anything to have sex with you. If you are of the same sex and gender, then the very same process will make your target want to do everything they can to give you their money, so long as the reason is sufficiently plausible. This is not only very, very powerful, but nobody, including your target, will have any idea that this is happening. This is much, much different than those popular conversational tactics with only partially concealed sexual intentions, like talking about how you want to ride on a roller coaster and you want to go up and go down over and over, and about how every time that you're about to go down, you find yourself being able to get really excited. How every time you are about to go down, you tell yourself you want to take this ride over and over and over again. Every time you go to your local supermarket and you find that they've moved all the stuff around, it's because they're collecting more marketing data. The more data they collect, the more they can figure out ways to convince you to buy things. They want to create a situation so that when you walk through the supermarket, you start to tell yourself, you want to buy this, you need to buy this, you need to buy more stuff, you need to buy everything you see, you need to buy everything you think about. Sociopaths with low intelligence and short-term time frames will end up in prison. Sociopaths with medium-level intelligence and medium-length time frames will be effective criminals and never get caught. Sociopaths with medium-level intelligence and long-term time frames will become politicians. Sociopaths with high intelligence and medium-length time frames will become CEOs, surgeons, and surprisingly, chefs. Sociopaths with high intelligence and long-term time frames will have always been and always will be this secret collection of people that control the earth from behind the scenes. If you see a pitcher hit a batter, and then the people come running off the benches, and most of the people that come running off the benches seem to be trying to keep people from fighting, then chances are the pitch that hit the batter was an accident. But if they come running off the benches and everybody is trying desperately to punch the crap out of everybody else, that means the pitch was on purpose. But what's really funny is when you see it happen in Japan with a Japanese pitcher and a foreign batter. Because if a foreign batter gets hit and charges the Japanese pitcher will run away.